Hey, good afternoon, everybody. This is Brittany Jennings coming to you live from the Seniors Blue Book, and we want to welcome everybody. This afternoon, we have the privilege of hanging out with Paul Andrews. He is with ERA Advantage Realty. Good afternoon, Paul.
Good afternoon.
How are you today?
I'm doing well, enjoying the nice weather.
I can see that. You look like you've got a great view there of the boats there. And is that Port Charlotte?
That's actually, I'm on the Punta Gorda side of the river. That's the Peace River going out to Charlotte Harbor.
Very nice.
At the Lashley
Charlotte's
Marina.
Peaceful.
Yeah, nice area.
So I want to welcome you. You're a new Seniors Blue Book partner. And everybody welcome Paul, and I'll put his contact information into this news feed, of course, for you to reach out to him individually. Paul, I just met you, but you're fantastic. And what really drove me to what you do is your story and just kind of getting to know you. So share a little bit about your background and how you got into the senior side of what you do as well.
Well, originally my wife and I are from Michigan. We moved down here to the Charlotte County. We live in Port Charlotte. We've lived here 20 years. My wife is a physical therapist, so she has a healthcare background. My background is a little more diverse. I have a 20-year military career, active guard and reserve. I also have a 20-year commercial flying career. I flew all over the world. It was a great job. And then I moved into new home construction just before during the boom, just before the bust, and then eventually went into real estate. So now I ran a property management office for 5 years, and I'm back into sales. And the one thing that has brought me to this point in my career is the experience that I had with my parents, as well as my wife's parents, my in-laws. In my case, my parents were living in the country. They were in their 80s, and it was clear that the time had come that this was not the best situation for them. So working with my brothers, we put together a plan, worked with an elder care attorney, and we set this plan in motion with 3 goals in mind, which was obviously health reasons. This just wasn't a good situation. The other reason was security, and finally, independence. We wanted our parents to be as independent as long as they could. So we got the plan in motion. We got the house sold. So I know at that time, I wasn't in real estate, but I understand selling a long-term home, getting them into an apartment where they were able to live independently, and then the transition on through the rest of the phases. Eventually, both parents went into a nursing home, and then from that point on, as well. And the other thing is with my my in-laws, my wife's parents, same thing. They had lived down here for almost 30 years, and we had worked with them. My father-in-law passed first. With my mother-in-law, we revisited everything, set up the wills and trusts, working with elder care attorney, and we did the same process for her. So I understand it very well from a personal side, and I feel I'm very well suited to working with people because of this understanding.
And so for those tuning in, this is Paul, and we want to welcome Paul this afternoon to the live stream. If anybody does have any questions, Paul is a real estate guru now for 20 years, and we're kind of focusing in on the SRES. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is that the right?
SRES, Seniors Real Estate Specialist.
Perfect. I got it right. It's hard to remember all these acronyms,
Yeah. Well, I've been in the military, so acronyms are a natural for me.
Those are your thing. I know the medical ones, but I'm learning more. But talk to us about why that might be important. Again, from your personal experience, from what you saw with your own family, but what are some of the advantages that seniors get from working with a real estate agent who has completed and passed the SRES course?
Well, that's a good question. One of the biggest things for me is I do have the experience, and since we've also worked with my in-laws locally, I have the resources available. I have elder care, various attorneys for whatever needs may arise. I have a understanding, what the SRES course has done for me is just help round out my experience, add some additional information, and what I consider making me a sharper, better real estate agent to meet people's needs.
Absolutely. And in the area that you cover, so you cover the Charlotte County area, correct?
Yeah, Charlotte County, Northport, as well as parts of Englewood.
Awesome.
So that's pretty much as far as I go. When I say Charlotte County, that includes Punta Gorda, Port Charlotte, and then on to Northport and the Englewood area.
Very good. And what are you seeing in that market right now? You know, amidst everything that we've been going through for the last about 8 months now, what's the market like in today, just for people tuning in and wondering what that's like for buyers and sellers?
Well, for sellers, it's a seller's market. Inventory, I do a video update every month, and the last video update, please, 2.8 months supply of inventory. And it is I tell people when we look at homes, if you're interested in this house, be prepared to move quickly, because I see houses come on the market and within days they're gone. So the market is moving. Inventory is low, demand is up, and if you're watching interest rates are down. That's what's going on. It's short supply, high demand.
Absolutely. I remember hearing that a couple months back, but just wanted to get a quick update for those listening. And I also want to share my screen real quick, because you have a fantastic website, and it's a great resource for individuals who are looking in that area. So is there anything you want to specifically talk about on the website?
Well, if you go to resources, if you're new to the county, new to the area, and click on the Charlotte County market update, I put this out every month. This is one way to get information, data that comes from the Florida real estate. There's I can do a custom report. And if you go back to resources, that if you want to click the video, that's up to you. But I have information on the area as far as local weather, other local information, things to do, mortgage information. So I try to give as much information for people when they come to the website, so that they're prepared for what's going on here, what they can do. Obviously, we're getting people from up north right now. Season is here. It's coming, and it's gonna.
You can definitely tell that on the road. So in the last couple of weeks, I've noticed that. And yeah, I'll play this example, like you said, of the updates that you do real quick here.
As you can see, I got the supply. It's 2.4 months. The month before was 2.8. So supply is shrinking, but demand isn't.
Absolutely. It's that video is great. It captures a lot of great information, and I want to make sure that a lot of professionals watch our interviews, and that's a great way for them to learn also who the resources are, like yourself, and resources that you connect with, like the elder law attorneys, the assisted living communities. So for those, again, now tuning in, maybe later into the video, this is Paul with ERA Advantage Realty, and he's in the Charlotte County area. And so if you do have a need where there's let's just say a potential resident moving into an assisted living who does need to sell their home, that's a perfect kind of referral for Paul. Or again, if you are a family member that lives out of state and your mom or dad or family lives here in the Charlotte County area, and you're looking for somebody to really take them through that process and that knows that process really well, Paul would be an excellent person to take you through that.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely. Well, I'll put all your contact information onto the post here, of course. Please feel free to reach out to Paul, check out his website, and I'll put your email address as well on here so they can connect that way. Paul, do you have any last words of wisdom as we sign off here?
Well, all I can say is if you're up north and you're seeing this, just look behind me. Sure beats snow.
That's a great selling point, actually. Today's like the perfect Florida day, right? So
it is a perfect, gorgeous Florida day. Like I said, the market is hot as far as sales. Interest rates are low as well, so it's both sides that can benefit from what's going on. Other than that, that's really pretty much all I have to say is give me a call. Let's talk real estate.
Perfect. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. Thanks, Paul, for coming on and introducing yourself to our network, to everybody out there. And again, reach out to Paul to talk real estate in Port Charlotte, Charlotte County, Northport, that entire area there. He's an expert, been doing this for 20 years. And we hope everybody has a wonderful day. Bye, Paul.
Bye-bye. Take care.